COVID-19 has changed the way we live and it affected one of the biggest sectors, that is education. Students in Haryana Jamri village open their textbook at the sight of the cart that arrives near their homes, filling the gap left by closure of schools due to lockdown and lack of digital infrastructure such as poor internet connectivity. To maintain social distancing, the students take notes from homes and as the teacher teaches lessons using the loudspeaker attached to the cart. You can see that how a rural village successfully combated COVID-19 by following the principles of social distancing. The terrifying and severe impact of COVID-19 has shaken the world to its core. Further, most of the governments around the world have completely shut down all educational institutions in an attempt to contain the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. In India, the government has also closed all educational institutions, as a consequence of which learners ranging from school-going children to postgraduates are affected. As the days pass with no immediate solution to stop the outbreak of COVID-19, school and university closures will have huge impact on the continuity of learning for more than 285 million young learners in India. These nationwide closures are impacting over 90% of the world student population. Therefore, the government has come up with e-learning program. Only a handful of private schools could adopt online teaching methods. Many schools around the world have completely shut down for not having access to e-learning solutions. In addition, many students have lost opportunities for learning. Digital learning has many advantages. It has more learning engagement rather than the traditional learning. It is also cost effective and students get to learn by staying in their homes itself. However, digital learning has also some limitations and challenges, since face-to-face interaction is usually perceived as the best form of communication rather than the impersonalized nature of remote learning. Globally, the online education has met with some success. In case of India, we still have a long way to go before digital education is seen as mainstream education. Rural schools stand nowhere in comparison of urban schools in terms of facilities, technology, quality of teachers and awareness of guardians. But the biggest problem is lack of awareness and education among parents in rural areas. Such parents are not able to tutor their child at home. Migrant workers won't be able to send their children to school because of poverty, which indirectly makes them to do labor. Online learning is a special kind of methodology and not all teachers were good at it, or at least not all of them were ready for the sudden transition from face-to-face to online learning. In a tragic incident, class 10 student committed suicide after she failed to attend online classes due to unavailability of internet connectivity and smartphone. Many students around the country are fighting with two battles. One is COVID-19 and another one is stress of exams. Educational data circulated in online should be properly maintained because ultimately these digital class courses will lead to hacking systems and intruders coming in. The digital safety challenge will be an eminent thing to take care of. The bigger concern, however, on everybody's mind is the effect of the disease on the employment rate. The Center for Monitoring Indian Economy estimates that unemployment rate rose from 8.4% in mid-March to 23% in early April and urban unemployment rate to 30%. In this time of crisis, a well-rounded and effective educational practice is what is needed for the capacity building of young minds. It will develop skills that will drive their employability, productivity, well-being and health in decades to come and ensure overall progress of India. We should be grateful to all the teachers who made learning possible in these tough times. Thank you.